Hello, you're watching CricketNext. This is Sahil Malhotra, and joining me today is Taus Rizvi. And in discussion today is that very heated topic which has been dominating our social media timeline since yesterday, ever since the BCCI meeting with the different franchise owners of the Indian Premier League, which was attended by none other than Taus Rizvi. Taus Rizvi was our man at the ground zero. Taus bhai, you were there right from the start of the meeting till the end of the meeting. First things first, before we get into the details about what happened, who said what, माहौल कैसा था वहां पर? You saw intensity right up there when the owners were walking in, when the BCCI office bearers were walking in. So just sum up the mood of what we saw yesterday.
Absolutely. I mean, you can see the body language. Each and every franchise owners, they were there with a mission, with a kind of a mission कि यार हमको वहां पर प्रेजेंट करना है, हमको स्टेटमेंट देना है, हमको एक
Yeah.
गोल लेके जाना है जहां पर हम डिस्कस करेंगे कि भाई कैसा होना चाहिए नेक्स्ट आईपीएल, या ऑक्शंस होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए, या मेगा ऑक्शन होना चाहिए, मिनी ऑक्शन होना चाहिए, एंड मल्टीपल सब्जेक्ट्स लेके आए थे, एंड विच वाज समथिंग गुड, यू नो दैट आल्सो देयर वर पीपल आउट देयर ऑफिशियल हु स्पोक ऑफ द record. Lot of things they came out with some different topics, and they were very convinced and very now happy to see that these owners are very much taking interest when it comes to viewerships, fans, engagement और बहुत सारी चीजें जिससे आईपीएल ग्रो हो. द मेन एजेंडा yesterday was, देखिए ओवरऑल तो था, बट द मेन एजेंडा वाज टू टेक आईपीएल, मेक आईपीएल बिगर एंड बिगर, मेक इट ग्रो एंड मेक इट अ ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट, क्रिकेट अ ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट. सो दैट वाज द एजेंडा फॉर एवरीबडी आउट देयर. हाँ, बाद में आईपीएल तो डेफिनेटली क्या होना चाहिए क्या नहीं होना चाहिए वो सब डिस्कस हुआ, from starting from mega auction to right to match cards to retention policies to every other thing. But the best part was like not many owners were on the same page, which was still a good thing. Debate, healthy debate was going on. But on top of that,
Yeah.
cricket was the most discussed topic, and there was some positive feedback out there from the owners and the BCCI side.
No, just quickly summing up what had happened yesterday to all our viewers and all our readers who have been following our coverage from ground zero and whatever we have been reporting behind the scenes. So there was a big debate between the owners. The camp was clearly divided with regards to mega auction and whether it should be gotten away with. And there were some franchises, including the gentleman which we see on the screen right now, Shah Rukh Khan representing Kolkata Knight Riders, was pretty vocal when he said that he wants more and more retentions, but that wasn't received very healthily by people who were there in the boardroom. There was some opposition on that front. There were arguments with co-owners representing different teams, but no decision has been made yet. I think the ball right now is in the BCCI's court. By the end of this week, or probably in a couple of weeks' time, we'll have the player regulations, retention rules, impact player rule, what happens there. All those things will be finalized by the BCCI Top Brass IPL Governing Council, chaired by none other than Arun Singh Dhumal, who's a very smart administrator and clearly knows a thing or two about operating the cash rich league. Now, Tausbhai, you spoke with Nes Wadia and Parth Jindal after they walked out of the premises and were making their way back probably to their hotel or to the airport. So, what was the mood like between the owners? What was your conversation with both Parth and Nes Wadia? Both are known to speak their mind, and they certainly did by the videos which you shared with us.
Yeah, Ness Awadia did not come out with, he was keen, he was talking about different stuff, but was not really clear, or maybe he did not wanted to give out much compared to Parth, who was very vocal about mega auction, mini auction, or maybe having the, having that impact rule out of the tournament because he believes. I mean, the best part was Parth was the guy out there who wanted all rounders in IPL में, that impact कि यार all rounder होना चाहिए which will benefit Indian cricket. So he was more in favor of having good all rounders playing major role, which impact player doesn't allow me basically. So he was more keen on that. He was more keen on having auctions. Then there were other things, but there was something interesting when there was a report that was broke out that there was heated discussion between Nes Wadia and Shah Rukh Khan in the meeting. But Nes Wadia came out of the meeting and cleared it that there was nothing. There was There was discussion, there was healthy discussion, but there was no heated arguments. Yeah, there were arguments, there were intensity, and obviously owners are out there to present their own cases, which was obviously apparent. And the best part out there was Shah Rukh Khan or maybe other franchise. They were acting like lawyers. I mean, यहाँ पर ऑफिशियल ने कहा कि यार आपको उन चेहरों के लॉयर्स देखने मिले, ओनर्स लॉयर्स की तरह अपना लीगल केसेस प्रेजेंट कर रहे थे या अपना व्यूज प्रेजेंट कर रहे थे, ओपिनियंस टॉकिंग अबाउट वेदर इट वाज हैविंग वेदर टू हैव. It was a divided house completely. Everybody had their own opinion, which was very good to see. And at the end of the day, BCCI officials were very, very happy to see that owners were coming out with their own points, and they had read the game in the last very well. And Parth Jindal was the most vocal of all. He spoke very well on camera. Mega auction, whether they want to have mega auction out there or impact या right to match cards. तो बहुत सारी बातें हुई और मजा आया एक्चुअली. कल की मीटिंग जो थी वो काफी इंटरेस्टिंग थी. पीपल केम आउट देयर विथ पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट विथ अ पर्टिकुलर एजेंडा, एंड दैट वाज फॉर टू मेक cricket bigger and better and better.
Oh, clearly, Tausbhai, you have brilliantly summed it up. I think the house continues to be divided on plenty of issues. That is why I think BCCI's role of that watchdog, just keeping a close check and balance on everything which is happening in the Indian Premier League. The franchises can have whatever they want. They can be unreasonable in their demands, but that is why BCCI is there as a regulatory body, just keeping a check and balance in place of what is happening. And impact player, yes, most franchises are against it, but the BCCI, as we have been saying, find some logic in continuing with the impact player rule. They say that an Indian player is actually the beneficiary because you see an extra Indian player actually in the 12, and the broadcasters are happy. They are making money because the matches are going the distance. The ball is sailing into the stands on a consistent basis. I think all these things summed up are indicating that impact player could well stay. But I think mega auction or the big auction is something which will be deliberated and debated amongst the IPL governing council and BCCI top brass in the coming week too. They always want to keep the auction in good health because right now it's too early for the Indian Premier League to go into a situation where you just have a small auction because the fan bases are yet to be established or cemented. Still early days when it comes to comparing the fandom which we see in the Premier League. Both different products, but yes, that's the only comparison which comes to mind at this point in time. Now, that's why you also spoke to a couple of BCI office bearers. I wouldn't say the names, I wouldn't call the names because I know plenty of those were off the record conversations, but still थोड़ा मूड आपको गेज हुआ होगा. डू यू थिंक जो ओनर्स ने कहा होगा, को ओनर्स ने कहा होगा, उस वो कहने के बाद बीसीसीआई का ओपिनियन कुछ चेंज होगा, और डिड यू सेंस और डिड यू स्निफ दैट दे आर वेरी मच क्लियर इन देयर हेड अबाउट व्हाट दे वांट?
No, exactly. I mean, there were people out there. They obviously their work is to listen to whatever franchise say because they spend their time, they spend their energy, they spend their money on their respective teams, IPL teams. So obviously they will have to listen to them. But at the end of the day, it's the BCCI who's going to carry out, or maybe the IPL governing council. They're going to carry out the activities, or they're going to form their particular policies in regards to the IPL tournament. But yeah, they took it positively. They said they were very happy with the response that these IPL franchise owners came up with, the ideas that they came up with. Not many were at the end of the day, none of them were on the same page, which is a good sign, and which BCCI appreciated, and it was a healthy conversation. And it was a two the meeting started from 7:30 and ended around 9:30, 10. So matlab, they also had dinner. Some of them had dinner while some had to leave early to take their flights to back home. But it was at the end of the day, it was a healthy conversation, and all the parties were convinced with the debates, the points. बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे क्या वो अप्लाई होंगे, वो एट गवर्निंग काउंसिल के ऊपर है, आईपीएल बीसीसीआई के ऊपर है. और ये सजेस्ट किया एग्जैक्टली द बॉडी लैंग्वेज इन फैक्ट ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड दे सजेस्टेड. It's up to the BCCI. They'll sit down. The IPL governing council will sit down and they'll have a chat. And what are the ideas that they will take from the owners? They will take it forward at the end of the day after that particular meet. But they were happy. Positive responses came from the meeting, whether it's higher officials, whether it's junior officials of the BCCI. At the end of the day, they enjoyed the meeting. They had only Mumbai Indians were out, weren't there, weren't part of the meeting. Maybe they were from the they were there online. from while all the other franchises were out
Yeah.
there to present their cases.
Yeah. Mumbai Indians joined the meeting virtually. I think the entire Mumbai Indians top brass, the ownership is in Paris right now for the Olympics. So I think they joined the meeting virtually. And now it brings us to a very important question, Taus, where this is where BCCI will have to play that bad cop. Just not budge into, just not give into the demands of the various IPL franchises. Where do you see the balance being struck? What do you think is going to be the magic number of retentions? Just your guess. I'm not saying whether you have picked something. Just आपके mind के हिसाब से अगर मैं पूछूं, what do you think should be the magic number? I personally feel it will be five. I've written that five could well be the magic number. 3+1 or 3+2, that remains what BCCI wants to do. I feel five. What's your take?
But Sahil, what I have observed, teams that have not been successful, that have not been, having good players, good players
Yeah.
in their lineup, or maybe, strong players in their lineup. So they are unhappy with the retention. So that's why they are against the retention policy, or maybe they want to have a mega auction. So that is something. That's why they are not on the pitch. While teams that have been successful, that have had their core for a long time, they want to have retentions. They want to have maximum retentions, I would say. But yeah, at the end of the day, 5 to 6 would be fine. Which includes one uncapped player. But overall, I don't know who's going to have that maximum say, because since the house is divided, teams that are not successful, who are not convinced with their own core group of players, they want to have a mega auction, while the teams that they have have core group of players, they would not want to have. So that is something very interesting part. But at the end of the day, it comes down to BCCI. Both teams, see, successful teams will be at certain advantage, while teams that the who do- don't who doesn't have core players, who have been failures over the recent year, despite being there, for a long time. For example, a Punjab, or maybe a Rajasthan, or maybe any other team, or maybe Delhi Capitals. So these teams have not made the mark. But overall, I think it will boil down to 3 or 4 players when it comes to retention. But you're the right man to come out with that particular news, that insider news. You're the one who can give that accurate information.
As I said, Tausbhai, I've got strong indications that it could well be five because the BCCI, the IPL GC could well still be in the favor of the big auction. That's what I'm hearing. They still want the auction to remain relevant. Now let's take a few comments. If we have some, I'll request my producer to start flashing them one by one. We can take them before wrapping up this live session and move to other important shows which we have lined up in the evening. There should be only four retentions and one RTM card. Yes, Ravi Shankar bhai, I think I kind of want that to happen. Taus bhai, are you okay with 4+1?
Absolutely, I just said now 3 to 4 retentions are fine, which is enough, I think, and one right to match card is
Correct.
good. It's a good call, because I mean it makes a balance out there. Because आप 5 से 6
Yeah.
retention कर लेंगे या ज़्यादा कर लेंगे, तो it becomes an uneven field, uneven playing
Yeah.
field. So it doesn't go that way. So a lot of teams will be at loss. I think if you're going for that mega auction, then this should be the way.
Arguments between KKR and PBKS regarding number of retentions. Yes, there were healthy arguments, as Tausbhai said. Tausbhai was there. He spoke to Neswadia after the meeting got over. Although Neswadia rubbished any heated argument, but yes, his body language pretty much suggested that there was an argument, there was a difference in opinion, and that was enough to kind of make up that yes, both parties were in opposite camps. Punjab Kings struggled last season, ninth. KKR won the title. No way they were going to ask the same thing at the table yesterday. So there was going to be a difference in opinion. That happened. The debate happened. They'll sleep over it. Wake up fresh today. Any update on IPL trade window? No update yet. I think we need to wait a week when the player regulations are out, Ravi Shankar bhai. We'll keep you updated. We'll keep you posted as and when we hear anything on this. Can you predict which IPL team Rohit Sharma will play for next season? Yes, Tauz bhai. मुंबई का राजा कौन? कहाँ जा रहा है मुंबई का राजा?
नहीं यार, ये प्रेडिक्शन मैं नहीं दे सकता हूँ, ये यार, It's very, very difficult, yeah, Sahil. If you have any inside news, do let me know, yeah. Do let us know. But wouldn't want Rohit Sharma to go out of Mumbai because he's the Mumbai ka Raja, right?
Yeah. Correct, correct, correct. Soft corner. Next question, please. If MI have to retain 4 players, then who will be those retained players? Tausbhai. Mumbai questions only Tausbhai. Strictly. 4 retentions of Mumbai.
यार स्ट्रेट है भाई, स्ट्रेट है। सूर्य कुमार यादव, जसप्रीत बुमराह 2 हो गए। हार्दिक पांड्या, दे शुड गो विद मे बी ईशान किशन।
No Rohit Sharma.
Oh, Rohit Sharma, yeah. Rohit Sharma, sorry.
फंस गए.
Oh, नहीं, Rohit
Next
Sharma,
question, please.
definitely. Rohit Sharma.
No, I understood. Yes. Next question, please. If we have any. KKR wants 8 retentions or 8 RTM guard. I think KKR wants 8 RTM guards, Ravi Shankar ji. That's what they said. RTM or retention. I think that's something which is very technical. The idea is they want more retentions. And why wouldn't they? Because they won the title, so they want to retain the core because their coaching staff is no longer there. So the best arrangement they can have in place right now is to retain at least their players when the coaches are gone. So can't blame them for demanding what they are right now, but it's very unlikely that their demands would be met at this stage.
One thing which is interesting, Sahil, Shah Rukh Khan came all the way to be part of that
Yeah.
particular auction, meeting. BCCI. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you don't see him quite often. Whether it comes to auctions, you will see Shah Rukh Khan, Aryan Khan is there during the auctions, mini auction, whether it's mini auction or
No, I
any other
think that was
route.
why because I think it was the co-owners or the owners and maybe Jay Mehta or Juhi Chawla weren't around, weren't in town. Probably that's why Shah Rukh came and he was spotted at a birthday party right after the BCCI meeting. So probably he was going somewhere, so he stopped on the way. He was well dressed, the hair were in point. So he just went to that birthday party. I saw him entering last night after the BCCI meeting. Any more questions? I don't think. Yes. Okay. 5 retentions seem more feasible. Both. Absolutely. I'm in favor of 5 retentions. I've been reliably told by a lot of people in the IPL ecosystem that it's going to be 5. Now whether it's 5, whether that's 4, but I don't see it going beyond 5. It shouldn't go. Defeats the purpose if you take it beyond 5. So I think this was it. This was the last question. Thank you, Tausbhai, for joining us with all the details. Sir, KL Rahul leaving LSG and captaincy of RCB. Yes, he's definitely leaving LSG. That is certainly on the cards. He's very unlikely to stay at LSG. Now, what happens at RCB? Because of the purse expected to go up, whether KL fancies himself going back into the auction pool because he'll be drawing a big fat paycheck if he goes into the auction pool. Wicket keeper, captain, top order batter, fits the bill for a lot of franchises. An RCB move, yes, could well happen because RCB, it's high time that they get a local boy in the mix. It's been a very, very long time since we have seen a high profile local player. Virat Kohli feels more local than KL Rahul right now in RCB. So I think it's high time they get a local player. So let's see whether it's RCB or whether KL goes back to Punjab. Who knows? Anything and everything could happen. Any more? No more. All right. So that was it. Thank you, Tausbhai, for bringing us all the updates first from Mumbai yesterday. You were on your toes for good 4-5 hours where you got us all the exclusive insights and updates from the BCCI headquarters. So thank you for that. And you keep watching. The rest of you keep watching Cricket Next. We'll make sure that we continue to bring you all the updates like these from Ground Zero. Hit the bell icon, click the subscribe button. Follow us across our social media handles on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And we will make sure that you don't miss a ball. So keep watching.